There seems to be no end in sight to Nigerian police brutality as a policeman attached to the Ajah Police Station in Lagos State shot dead a female lawyer, Bolanle Raheem, on Sunday, the 25th of December. Bolanle Raheem and her family were returning from church while trying to make a U-turn under the Ajah Bridge in Lagos, Nigeria, where she was shot in the car in the presence of her family, who were also in the car.
Bolanle had taken her family to an eatery for a Christmas celebration, but was hunted by a police officer who shot at her vehicle. The bullet hit at her and she was rushed to a nearby hospital where she later died. While police said they have arrested and detained the officer who murdered Bolanle in cold blood, Nigerians are bothered about the reality of police brutality, especially with general elections barely 2 months away. Now, we have a guest joining us, but before he does, let's have a look at the video, the statement of the husband of the deceased.
My name is Bolanle Raheem. So on the 25th of December 2022, I woke up with my wife and the children, my cousins, my niece and nephew that came to do holiday with us. So we went to church because my church in Ikoyi was doing a general guard fishing program. So we decided to go to a nearby church. So we went to the church, we finished from church. Then my wife said we should go, it's Christmas Day, let's take everyone out. So we went to Aliba supermarket near Abraham Adesonya. We got ice cream there. Then from there we went to Domino Pizza near Thomas Estate. We had our pizza and ice cream from there. And we headed towards Ajah to do a U-turn to come back to Abraham Adesonya. And then, so when we did the U-turn, we saw policemen stopping cars. As we approached them, they said we should stop. In the process of that, we just heard a loud sound on my wife's side window. All of a sudden, I saw her chest open and blood was gushing out. Immediately I ran out, and as I ran out, my sister-in-law that was also with us had run out. I went to hold on to the policeman, and then he cocked his gun because as I ran out, she was ahead of me. He cocked his gun on her, and then talking to him was pointless. So I ran back into the car to see if anything could be salvaged on my wife. I saw her gasping for breath. Then by that time, my sister-in-law had brought this policeman to the car and pushed him into the front seat. So we headed to Budo Hospital. On getting there, brought her out. Then they said they couldn't handle that we should go to Doren. Then we went to Doren.
That is the heart-wrenching account of the deceased husband on what happened on the 25th day of December. What should have been a day of celebration has now become a day of mourning.
Yes, and of course there has been response from Nigerians in general, from the IG of police, from the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, from the Lagos State governor. Everyone, has said pretty much the same thing, condemning that very, very sad incident and asking, promising that justice will be served. They have been caught, they have been suspended, I think, or arrested, and they will go, have their day in court. This so-called speedy dispensation of justice and all of that.
There's been a public outcry against this. We're going to talk some more about this, but let's have our guest join us. He's a human rights lawyer. His name is Wale Ogunade, and he'll be joining us to discuss this unfortunate development. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning.
First of all, let's get your sense on what's happened. It's been a sad past 2 days in Lagos, Nigeria. Lagosians, and I dare say Nigerians, mourned the loss yet again of another life that had no business dying. And this, of course, opens old wounds, remembering the journey of the NSAS movement and the NSAS protest. How does this all make you feel? How are you able to handle this?
I hope that I'll be able to go through this interview because I'm not happy. I'm not happy because the life of a human being has been snuffed or snipped out. Just like that, without any reason, not that the person is a criminal. Even criminals, their lives should not be snipped out without a court order. not to talk of somebody who is an innocent person going out with our family in a civil society. I just hope that I'll be able to go through, but let's go now. The first thing is that I want to, my condolences to the family, my condolences to Lagosians and even Nigerians all through and Africans, because this is not something that should happen in this time. This is not the type of gift. Jesus came to give us life, not to take away life. The death of, we are celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ. Even if it happened during Easter, one will say, no, that's not how it should be. So be that as it may, let's just go straight. This is an event that shouldn't have occurred at all. And we have been saying it, and I think enough is enough. I hope authorities are watching and listening so that they don't make things happen. We don't want to take this thing beyond this now. You mentioned the NSAS, and I don't think we want to go that. And you remember what happened to George Floyd in America. I don't think we want to go that way. The authorities should learn and ensure that they do something drastic concerning this. And this should be the last time policemen or even all arm-bearing officers or security agents sniffs life out of us, because it is Mrs. Raheem today. Only God knows again who will be the next person. They have been victims. This is not the first time, but I want it to be the last time it will happen. Or those who are in charge, you don't just give arms to people who have mental imbalance, those who have psychological stress. I mean, people encounter them, these policemen on the street on a regular basis. Sometimes you see the way they behave. Sometimes they behave because they have the gun, they think they are God and they can do and undo, talk to people anyhow, harass people, intimidate people, using the gun itself, sometimes to hit people, using the butt of the gun, sometimes to intimidate people, all sorts of things. Yes, I know. Let me tell you a small gist. I practice I go to Ikeja High Court regularly, and anybody who knows Ikeja High Court knows that opposite Ikeja High Court is a police college. About 15 or 20 years ago, I went there to meet their commandant as it were, that, look, we're now in a civil society. Let us train your people to be civil in their nature, in their conduct, in the way they interact with people. Let their activities have a human face. The man just said, Oga, I can't do anything. I'm just a mere principal here. That the thing is from above. I should go to Abuja. Indeed, I went to Abuja. They said I should do a proposal. If the proposal will see the light of the day, maybe after this event. And I want to use this opportunity to call on all, particularly the governors. It's not about condemning. The condemnation will not bring life. That life has been lost, and a promising life at that has been lost. I see the picture of that lady. Each time I look at it, I have a daughter, so let's assume that's my daughter. Will it just be like that? So all of us must be very, 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 very active concerning this matter. We shouldn't look at it that it has happened. That's them. It's not a log of wood now. It's a human life that is involved, and so this must be the end. An end must come to it. We must look at those who are giving the arms. They can give them any other, or else they can, of course, there is what we call rubber bullets and so on. Apart from that, is it the responsibility of the police to now say they want to enforce traffic laws with arms? We have done that. If you commit a traffic offense, your picture is taken, the place is filled up with cameras, you take the picture. The next thing is that they will see their notes on their doorsteps or through email or their WhatsApp. That's all. Technology has gone beyond people carrying arms to chase people who are traffic offenders. We are not barbaric in this country. We go outside, all these people go outside. We go outside this country. We see how traffic offenders are arrested or how they are dealt with. Not that you just begin to harass people. You stand, you cause a roadblock. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, on the Maryland Bridge, even the Third Mainland Bridge, you see arm-bearing people. They will be harassing, intimidating people, particularly Maryland Bridge, every morning. Why? Who sends them? I hope someone who is listening to this, because they are even more brutal on Maryland or the Ogunade Bridge. There must be an end to this. We cannot just sit down and play lip service to it. All of us, the press, the media, the civil society, all of us must say no. It's when we say no that it is cancelled. But when everybody just relaxes, sorry, they will just they condemn. We are tired of condemnation. We want acts that will put an end to this thing. And this person that has done it, we want him to be used. I've forgotten his name, the Zandi or whatever, Vandi or whatever his name is, should be used as a skip elephant. In law, we say precedent. He should be used as a bad precedent that people will say no. I don't want, we will make him go.
Mr. Ogunade, I'm sorry to butt in. if you're talking about using him as a scapegoat, unfortunately, I mean, if you had followed the story, there's also people who had shared that a certain, young man, Gafaru Brimo, had also suffered, pretty much the same fate. He was killed also by men from the same police station a couple of weeks earlier. And there was, I mean, we can almost always tell that there would be no actual punitive measures, and that's why it would happen again. Of course, spokesperson of the Lagos State Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyin, did put out a statement. The Lagos State governor did the same thing. And so I understand that you've made these demands, but do you honestly believe that anybody will be made a scapegoat? Do you honestly believe in anything that Benjamin Hundeyin has said? Do you honestly believe in anything the Ajah Police has said or the Lagos State governor?
I don't believe them. That's why I said that this is not the first time we hear such statements. I don't believe them. That's why I challenge the media. We should be on top of this. The civil society should be on top of this. We should make it an advocacy issue that we want to stop to it. What action are they taking? We will follow this matter up. Where is the man detained now? Is it Panti? If it's in Panti, that's the state's criminal investigation department. Then we follow it up there. We ensure that, yes, on a regular basis, the cameraman, all media people, civil society must be there. That's that. If we, you see, an incident against one is an incident against all. If all of us keep quiet, then it will happen again. But if all of us start talking, even if it's a crowd of 10, 20, 30, we make it like the NSAS thing. We begin to move that, no, we want justice concerning this matter. If I go too far, we are witnesses to what happened to Floyd. And he got justice because the whole world rose against it. That never again must such a thing happen again. And of course, it caused the police to sanitize themselves and to ensure. Now, sanity has returned to the police in that part of the world. So why wouldn't it be in Nigeria? And the only way it can happen is when that issue of belief, we want to see action. I've had that, I said it earlier on, I've had that. The governors will come, the president will come, the IG will come condemning. We are not talking about condemnation here. We are talking about putting those who are behind it to book. Let them suffer. Let people know that they are suffering it. And of course, when the process of the judicial process must take a public view, not that it will be done. They say they've done an orderly trial. At the end of the day, they say they've handed it over to some other people and so on. Before you know it, you see the man walking free on the street of Nigeria.
Mr. Wale.
The acoustic are there. We have so many, plethora of many of such things, and we want it an end to come. Just as I said, if we keep quiet now, God will help us. They are even lucky that it's just she alone there. You can imagine if they have now sprayed the whole car. We don't kill every one of them.
Mr. Ogunade, let's permit me to interject at this point and just ask you, on a final note, if you can answer this as quickly as possible, will be very much appreciated. What would you say is the role that the NBA is playing in all of this to ensure that justice is not only done but manifestly seen to be done by all? And also, there have been speculations on social media, and some people have suggested that the cases she's worked on be looked into. Do you maybe think that this might have been targeted, or would we classify this as some random unfortunately trigger-happy incidents?
I'll start from the back. It's not targeted. It's just an unfortunate thing that it happened to a lawyer. And of course, the NBA has always been in the forefront of fighting for the voiceless, for the defenseless. So, and of course, I will have expected that to say that NBA has been on top of this. My people in Ajah axis, the Ajah branch and the Lagos branch are on this issue. And of course, I belong to the Ikeja branch. And of course, you know that definitely we will not allow this to lie low. We have human rights decks. And of course, all of us will rise up to the occasion. It's unfortunate that it has happened to a lawyer, but we do talk when it happens to ordinary people as other people. And this time around, maybe, you may say because it comes from our constituency, we are going to work on it and ensure that enough is enough of this miasma, of this issue that people respect to human life is not given any worth in this country.
Yes, you did mention earlier that we hope that this will be the last time we'll see such incidents, and we hold such hopes as well. Mr. Wale Ogunade, thank you very much for your time with us this morning on Breakfast Central.